Hey guys, we're here with Milo, who just finished top 4 at the Darkwing Blast Premiere Event. What deck are you playing?
Dinomorphia, Exosister.
So what's the reason for combining the two?
So Dinomorphia, level 6 Katrina can activate the effect to banish a trap from graveyard, so that and copy the effect to get out Rex's turn. And also, the banish effect can trigger Martha's effect to special summon herself into Exophil. And Exophil can activate effects that stop both players from activating effects from graveyard, which can stop Tyrannosaurus pretty good.
Okay, that sounds really good, and I'm sure we'll get to it when we show the cards. So let's just get right to the deck list.
Sure. First, I put 3 Martha as always, and I put 3 Alice.
Okay.
Because it's a mixed combo, so I don't put other Exosisters. I put 3 Dinomorphia Transia.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's the Dinomorphia stuff.
So which can make it actually like activate the Martha effect to special summon this and Alice. And after that, you can normal summon Cercia and set 1 Frenzy for summon, like for fusion from
Right.
deck and extra.
Okay.
Which you can. This is also level 4, so you can exceed into like any Exosister monster except for Magnifica. For example, Michaelis. You catch a material, Michaelis, and you can search for any Exosister trap. So you can play both.
Okay.
And Dinomorphia does not have any effects, like does not affect Exosister at all. But you will have a bigger board that make you win. Rex turn rocks. Yeah, and these are the main monsters. And talking about like other ones are the hand traps.
Okay.
I put 3 Dimension Shifter, which is pretty good nowadays. 3 Ash as total.
Standard, yep.
And a Ghost Belly.
1, okay.
Yeah, and this one is also for tears.
Okay.
For tears.
Okay, makes
And
sense.
3 in perm.
Okay, good amount of hand traps, yeah.
For the spells, normal spells like 2 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Raigeki, which is Raigeki is pretty good in our environment. 1 Hearty Feather Duster and 3 packs, especially for Exosister.
Right.
3 Frenzy. And I also add one this called Dinomorphia Sonic. Sonic's effect is if my opponent activate any spell in the trap, I can just counter it, pop 1 of my Dinomorphia monster on the field.
Okay.
Which means, yeah, normal summon, I set 1 is free counter.
Okay.
Also, it's pay half of my life points, but
That's what Dinomorphia do, yeah.
yeah, that's what Dinomorphia do. And I also play 1 Returnia because it's a mix, it's both Dinomorphia, so if I play 2 of these or more, it will be a little bit stuck. And especially this can activate only if there's an Exorcist on the field. Sometimes I have to call out Dinomorphia first, so this will stuck there. But if I activate it with Magnifica, it will be 4 banish. I put 2 Vadis, and Vadis is also pretty good engage. And 2 Solomons and Solomon Strikes. I made 1 evenly matched.
Oh, interesting, okay.
It's the only reason is I always lost my dice. So.
I guess, yeah, sure. If you have it, you have it, sure. Yeah, so okay, pretty good. So I guess, how many cards in the main deck?
40
cards, okay.
Exactly.
So I guess let's move to the extra deck.
Yep, extra deck, which is... Extra deck is also totally 15. First, I will introduce the Dinomorphia parts, which is...
So what do they do for? Because a lot of people are probably not familiar with Dinomorphia. Which is the one that you primarily bring out, and what do they do?
So the key thing is the Rex turn. So its effect is it has 3 effects. The first effect is when this card is on the field, your opponent cannot activate any monster effects on the field that its attack is higher than your life points. Which if you have a very low life points, basically your opponent cannot do anything.
Right.
So it's a continuous effect, so it's not activating. So the key thing about Dinomorphia is to keep your life points very low.
Okay.
And to call out this, so which will bring us Katrina. So her effect is, so she can banish 1 trap, Dinomorphia normal trap, from graveyard and copy its effect. So in my deck, the only normal trap for Dinomorphia is Dinomorphia Frenzy, which can fusion.
Right.
So to activate this effect, I need to half my life points. So here's the combo goes. I activate Frenzy, and Frenzy effect to call out Dinomorphia Katrina using this, basically just a fusion material. Goes into graveyard, and then another send of Cercia into graveyard to call out this, and use this effect to banish Frenzy in graveyard, copy its effect, so I can send another Cercia and Katrina to call out Rex turn.
Right.
So this one, it can be optional. You can use Katrina like me, because I have used the fact, so I'm not afraid of like call back graveyard, but never use Rex turn. Because if it goes in graveyard, your opponent can just call back grave and suddenly all the continuous effect comes down.
Right. And the good thing about this is that they can end up being pretty high attack, and it gives you a way to kind of to OTK that Exosisters maybe usually don't do.
Yeah. So when I call out this, I'm half of my life points. It's 4,000 of my life points now. I copy its effect. I pay another half, so I'm at 2,000. And then when this comes out, it's here introduce the second effect. So I can pay half of my life points, every monster on your field, into the same attack as my life points. Which means I can just manually just activate the effect, and you cannot chain with it because it's continuous. And so another thing, like in the side, along with the Dinomorphia, is this Psyche and the Punisher. Some people like really are wondering what does it do. So when I call out Rex turn, basically my life point is really low, somewhere like 1,000, 2,000. It's 8-star, so I can just randomly just normal hand trap, which is can be Ash, can be Haunted Dimension, and can be Ghost Orc from my side. I just normal summon it and 3 plus 8, and this is tuner, so I can synchro into the Psychic and the Punisher.
Okay.
And for the Exosister parts, it's pretty normal. I use 2 Mikalis, which is a key card. 2 Magnifica, which is probably not that used. And 1 Caspitel. This can detach a material to search for Exosister monster. This detach materials for Exosister spell and trap. Gibrin. So this can detach a material to increase all Exceed monster's attack. And the key star Azothiel. This card is so good against Terra elements. So if I did my full combo, I will be able to call out my Magnifica and activate after you activate any effect, I can chain Magnifica's effect to return Azothiel as material to extra deck and special summon on her. So when Azothiel is special summoned on Exosister monster, it can activate effects that both players cannot activate any effects in graveyard this turn. So Terra elements, and as usual.
Okay, side deck.
I decided to Ghost Orc because I know there are still some sprites on the field. I started one. This is a hand trap. I sided it. So for if we go in second cards, I sided to Lava Golem and.
Oh, Anastromo. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the main reason is if you start with a Marsa, you don't need to normal summon. So these cards are good enough. And 1 Yuli match, of course. And as usual, like Dark Lunomor.
Oh, just 1. Interesting.
Lightning Storm. Twin Twister and Cosmic Cyclone just for.
Wow, these are some really weird ratios, but
in case. And for the starting first card, I have 2. There can only be 1. Yeah, because I'm playing a mix.
Oh, true. You can't really do
rivalry. I can't really do rivalry or Golden match, but there can only be 1 that works. And.
1 Ice Giant's Prison.
It's also good against Terra elements. And Solomon's Judgment. And very interesting card, Ferris Flames.
What does this one do?
You might don't know, so if combine the attack of all face-up monster my opponent has, it's higher my life points. I can just activate the effect, and then you have to shuffle all monsters back into your deck.
Wow, very strong.
Especially when Dinomorphia, I always have very low life points. For example, 100. All monsters that attack is higher than 100, get shuffled back to deck. It's not to hand, not to graveyard, but to deck. So 1 for all.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for the deck profile. Any shoutouts you want to mention?
It's
Alright, well, thank you so much. Take care.